This is an Underground Warrior TV production. Please subscribe to the channel. This video presentation is used as fair use as a disclaimer for educational purpose only. All instrumental music is used as fair use for educational purpose only as a disclaimer.
Nearly 27 years after the murder of hip-hop legend Tupac Shakur, Las Vegas police confirmed today they executed a search warrant on Monday in connection with the case. Police searched a home in the city of Henderson. That's about 15 miles southeast of the Vegas Strip. Shakur was at a red light just a block from the Strip when he was shot multiple times.
Happens next, based on what the book says. Zip gave you guys a Glock, and you guys tossed it in the back seat. And Bubble Up was the driver, and Baby Lane and Freaky were in the back seat.
We was just all in the car together.
Okay. This was the white Cadillac.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are driving around, and then you hear these girls say, "Tupac, Tupac."
No, we coming up, what's the name? What's that, Flamingo? Yeah, I think that's Flamingo. We was coming up Flamingo and got to the light. We was gonna go drink and smoke some weed, and he happened to be hanging out the window. He's hanging out the window like he was at a parade.
Tupac.
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next?
And we just came, and shit. I ain't gonna go into details like that, you know what I'm saying? But, you got it in the book. You done played it, everything else, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, in the book, you said that as you're driving up towards the BMW, with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat, and you said that Tupac pulled out a gun.
It looked like he was reaching, yeah. Yeah, it did. The FBI's was coming up there fucking every month, dude. They knew what was up, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you a gangster and they come to talk to you, they use this psychology game. They put this board up on you. You know what I'm saying? That'll fuck your mind up. You know what I'm saying? Every time they was come up into that prison, they had that board up there. You know what I'm saying? And, if you pay attention to that board, that shit'll have you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's a psychology board. what I'm saying? People don't know about it. But they got a board up there where they had the snitches and, you know what I'm saying? They had us where we was in the car, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, fuck. So, you know what I'm saying? They was up on it, dude. They knew the shit. They knew what I was going to say before I even said it. They knew what happened. They knew what happened already, dude. They said, that's why they say if you lie, the shit is off the table. We already know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's wild, man. So they already knew where everybody was sitting at in the white Cadillac.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was in prison and they came up there in 99, they had the little where we sitting at in the car and all that shit.
So when we sat down with Keefe D, myself, the FBI, Keefe D's lawyer, we sat down under what's known as a proffer agreement, and he divulged all of the details about what took place in Las Vegas the night Tupac was shot. At that point in time, we're just going through the investigative, kind of investigative process until I retired, and I came to the realization that these crimes, the public is never going to know what we did in this investigation and the information that we attained. And so I took it upon myself to say, listen, and I went and met with Keefe D before I did it, by the way. He knew that I was releasing the information. I went to his house, we sat in my truck, and I said, here's the deal. You're never going to probably get prosecuted on this, but I'm going to expose what you did. And I said, I'm just letting you know ahead of time. I'm writing a book, and I'm going to tell the story. And listen, you got a huge break on the dope case that we built against you, which was 25 to life. You're walking away on a murder. So if the punishment for you is that the public knows the truth about what you did, well, then that's just the fucking way it's going to be.
But he should have.
Keefe D confessed to the United States government in a proffer agreement to handing his nephew Orlando Anderson the gun that ultimately killed your son Tupac Shakur. After Orlando was jumped at the MGM Grand, you've never spoken on this. How does that make you feel that he confessed to that and the government gave him a deal?
Well, I think the key question there is the government. The government gave him the deal. He was being tailed by the government the night of his assassination. He was being tailed by the government Quad Studio. That's a known fact. Known fact. So I don't know this guy, Keefe. I don't know. Maybe he had to say that to get out of some issue. I don't know. I just know it looked like a setup to me.
When I'm feeling low, like suicide of control, would you be my ride or die? When I'm hustling to survive, when I got nowhere to stay, would you keep my fears at bay? Would you be my ride or die? When I'm hustling to survive.
Got so many women all around the world that wanna freak me, cause they see me on the big stage of TV. But I never felt the need to chase because I lead, and baby you can keep the pace. If I had no penny to my name, would you ball with me? If I were to fail, would you take the fall with me? So many bitches wanna play it for a stain, but I never met a bitch that could take away the pain of a thug in these cold ass streets of LA. I know they wouldn't stay if I wouldn't pay, so I keep it true with you, and I hope you do too, cause you keep me running, I couldn't afford to lose you. You're my motor, my motto, my muse. I lay back when bitches tempt me, cause it's you that I choose. And when it's my time to rise, you will shine with me. Would you ride with me, baby? Would you die with me?
Feeling low, like suicide of control, would you be my ride or die? When I'm hustling to survive, when I got nowhere to stay, would you keep my fears at bay? Would you be my ride or die? When I'm hustling to survive.
All tatted up, my girl is steady fighting the world. She got a beams there while I ice are shining like pearls, never surrender. At the paperweight since an early age, and it's rap to see a smile between the curly braids. We on the same page, bustin' when we ride in the drop top Chevy, bending corners till we die, nigga. Ain't no lies between us, my Venus, making sure the AK's loaded when the cops see us. I don't need no side piece for backup. She's always behind me if they act up, cause she knows better than to pull back and run from them. Throwing up the dub as she dumps on them, Never had a second thought about it, but we got our back, sipping back in the piece in case it come for us. And when we hide out, we're fucking like crazy. I'll be a thug if you promise to always be my third lady.
Are you in it for the money? Are you in it for the fame? Are you in it for the band play? Are you in it for the platinum chase? Would you be there for Monterey? Would you be there if I had no name? Would you snitch or defend me? I don't want you to go away. I'm feeling low, like six-side of control. Would you be my ride or die when I'm hustling to survive? When I got nowhere to stay, would you keep my fears at bay? Would you be my ride or die when I'm hustling to survive?
Peace, 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 peace and black power. Peace and black power. This is Underground Warrior TV. I'm back with another video. If this is your first time coming into my channel, go ahead, mash up the likes. Come here, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Mash up those likes. I'm back with another one. I'm back with another video. This is that outlaw media type segment today. We're gonna have a segment, an outlaw type segment. Yeah, we riders, you know what I'm saying? We outlaws still here, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna represent to the fullest when it comes to p1Las Shakur. You know, keep this in mind. You know, it's people out here trying to distort the truth of the matter. And like I said before, and I'm not going to backtrack, all this deflection, the murder of p1Las Shakur came from a hierarchy echelon of people put this hit on p1Las Shakur. Just follow Tupac's life. I don't want nobody to get deflected by this misinformation. But the truth of the matter is, the reason why I bring this video, because we all know, and I'm just now dropping a video on this particular subject, as you already know, that the last person that's living that was in the car, the white Cadillac, when Tupac got shot, is snitching Keefe D. He's a snitch. He's a liar. You got to pay attention to this guy. Why, after 27 years, the police want to raid Keefe D residence in Las Vegas? This guy been telling the police that he was involved with this murder. He was in the car. Now, we don't know who pulled the trigger, but he was in the car. He put himself in the car. The government was on the scene in September when our brother Tupac got smoked. When Tupac got assassinated, the government was there following Tupac. Anybody with a government file, high profile celebrity such as p1Las Shakur had government following him. All because of his affiliation with the Black Panther Party. See, white folks smart. They know Tupac was a Panther child. Anybody with money can change the revolution. Anybody with money can put their money towards the revolution. That's why they was following Tupac. Tupac been on surveillance all his life. His mama went to penitentiary. The same people that set Malcolm up set Afeni Shakur up. Do your research. The Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam did not set Malcolm up. They set Malcolm up as far as making him who he was, giving him that celebrity-like status, but he wasn't a celebrity. He wasn't a celebrity, but gave him that status of an international black man who spoke the truth. The Nation of Islam gave him that platform. When they gave him that platform, he educated himself with the Nation of Islam wisdom, and the man was wise. When he joined Pan-African movement, that's when Malcolm X became a threat to the establishment. Pan-African is about progress. It's about all kind of means of getting free. With a mind like Malcolm, he had to go. Just like Malcolm X. Wife, before she passed, found out that the United States government killed her husband. So we could stop this line on the Nation of Islam. People always stop and not think that the government of America be behind some of these murders of our people. And we think it's just niggas behind it. Like Huey P. Newton. I disagree that Huey P. Newton was just a random killing by somebody trying to be in the Black Guerrilla family. I think the Black Guerrilla family wouldn't authorize such a hit on a brother who stood out and helped Oakland community back in the day, Huey P. Newton. I'm talking about Huey P. Newton. Huey P. Newton was killed by the United States government. They want to make it some type of drug transaction that went down. Kwame Ture, Stokely Carmichael, look him up. Stokely Carmichael told us that Huey P. Newton was killed by the United States government, and I believe that. Back to Tupac. So they shake down and search Keefe D's estate or his premises or his wife's premises. The house is in his wife's name. They took laptop and devices. 27 years, what could Keefe D hold on to tangible? When the gun was supposed to have been found that killed Tupac in Orlando Anderson's girlfriend's house, I think so. What else could they be looking for? Fam, don't get shook. This is about implementing P.Daddy, who they call Puffer. This is about Puff Daddy. Freaky ass Puff Daddy. Either the machine is going to get at Puff Daddy, or the machine is protecting Puffer, P. Shitty. Because the machine is the one who called on Puff Daddy to get rid of Tupac. You could connect the dots. From the fake rape, the quad studio shooting, to the final killing of our brother in Vegas in September of 9/6. Just follow that. And how do you get entrapped with a rape case, get shot, go to a maximum security penitentiary on your first number, and you went to jail for gross sexual imposition and touching a woman's buttocks, even though we know that's not true. It's a fake rape case. Who put that fake rape case down on Tupac? The government of the United States. I don't want nobody to get shook from what I'm speaking on. We can listen to Keefe D in his own words, or the dialogue. Vlad TV set Negroes up for the okie doke. They gave Keefe D a platform to run his mouth. And now the United States government want him to shut the fuck up because he done bought P. Diddy up. And P.Daddy is linked to who? Clyde Davis. Clyde Davis is hooked up with these people. Tupac wouldn't fit into the agenda that the white ruling class want to mold into hip hop today. That hit came from the United States government. Keefe D said, why would the government kill Tupac? You know why the government would kill Tupac. His music. He shot 2 off-duty police and got away with it. Tupac, underneath the music, is kicking it with revolutionaries. People trying to change things in the community. The government ain't having that. Just one thing the government mandates and hates is mandate to disenfranchise black people, keep them broke, and never give them a black messiah. Never give them a black messiah. I'm smiling, y'all, because that was my dog dreaming, howling like a wolf. They say the wolf is the father and mother of all dogs. And y'all just heard him sound like a wolf in the background in his dream. But anyway, not to get off track. I don't want us to get off track and discount that the United States government had an interest in murdering Tupac Shakur. So let's don't get off track. But it all benefited East Coast. And what I mean by that, Tupac was making music leaning on that East Coast. You know what I'm saying? He was dogging them out, had them in his mouth all the time. Nobody can make music if someone's making music, you know, discrediting you, dogging you out, belittle you, making you look funny in front of the fans, and then you backed by, you know, Bad Boy backed by the ruling class, which is white folks, the Jews, the untouchables, backing Bad Boy getting looked at sideways because Pac is steady, you know, bringing war at their crew. You think this is something small when you're dealing with record sales, when someone can spit a lyric and form an opinion about a rival or opposition or rap enemy. This is fucking with record sales. Tupac is dropping so much material, so much heat on motherfuckers around the United States with this Death Row record label. They put a dent in record sales. You heard what Biggie said, one man make a lot of people hate the whole coast. That's a lot of people that was caught up in that. One man made them hate the whole East Coast. Tupac had that much power. They had to get rid of him. Let's not get distracted. Let's not get distracted. Keefe D's information, we've been knowing this. He's been running his mouth on Vlad. We've been knowing this, man. See, when you deal with the celebrity shit, this shit is fixed to keep you preoccupied with bullshit when you should be keeping your mind on your money and the struggle, and how us as black people gonna stop going against each other and come on and formulate this Pan-African movement and go on and do what we need to do as a people. That's what we need to be concentrating on. 2024 vote, they don't get none unless they talking about reparation. They don't get none unless we get a hate crime bill to protect African American people. black people in this country. Reparations on the table. Reparations got to be on the table. You feel what I'm saying? But this outlaw media gonna keep it stern. We never believe Keefe D because he had a motive of trying to discredit Pop when he said, why would the government want to kill Tupac? Who is he? He ain't Putin. This dude made a living telling a story to the world how he made a deal with the FBI because he had a drug case. And they're going to drop the drug case and everything. When do the government deal like that? He didn't get no time in the joint for the drug case? Why? 27 years later, they raid. Las Vegas police raid Keefe D's house. After 27 years, how many times have that man moved in between 1996? Come on, man, to 2023. Evidence scattered everywhere. And nobody's been arrested? Nobody questioned Puff Daddy when Keefe D explained that the hit came from Puff Daddy, $1 million. This dude putting people's name in his mouth, in his book. The one thing about the writer, Donald Goins, they say he died because he wrote the truth in his book. 39-year-old, 39 years old author of some of the rawest books. Black Girl Lost, Hoodlum, Whore's Son, White Man's Justice, Black Man's Grief. These was wrote by Donald Goins. Donald Goins, when he wrote about the pimp life and the hustle life, the killing life, he changed the names to protect the guilty. Street people don't write books and put people's names in books. This dude been having information on the line. What else could the detectives of Las Vegas want with Keefe D? He gave them the statement in 1997. He gave them a statement in 1997. "27 years later." See, white people love to play on the people's mind. They trying to deflect that they had their hand in on this murder. Or is the machine flipping on P.Daddy? Or is the machine going to flip on Keefe D for running his mouth? Running his mouth. Hey, y'all leave comments below. Tell me what y'all think. Peace and black power.
This is an Underground Warrior TV production. Please subscribe to the channel.